Oh my gosh! Welcome back, everybody, to Premier League Soccer. We rarely get to do soccer on the show, so I'm happy to host it here with a plethora of people on the desk. There's 4 other people besides me, so let's get straight into it. Let's put the Premier League table up. Take a quick look, everybody, because the Premier League is hot this year. There's controversy, there's fun, and there's teams that are sitting at the bottom like they have an anchor tied to their feet. We're going to start it off with the team that maybe started like they were going to be at the top and didn't end up being at the top. Fritz, Liverpool.
All right, so let's get it out the way. 300 mil spent in the summer, 8th place. Listen, it's still early in the season. We're before Christmas. We're only 9 points off the top. If you watched the West Ham game, you know Wirtz played amazing. Isak, the big man up top, 130 mil. He scored his first goal. We can only go up from here.
Yeah, well, you know what? I didn't really watch. I watched the game, but I don't want to talk about it. So, what about you? Optimistic? What about you? The other Manchester's red. Henry, your hair is also red.
That is true.
Let's go straight into it with Man United.
Very, very optimistic. If you know soccer at all, you know last 3 seasons, pitiful, awful performances from my Red Devils. Not great at all. But we've started to stack some success. Our new manager finally could start the season, bring in his team, what he thinks to be his team. 7th place currently, over the reigning champions, Liverpool. New faces, Brian Mbumo. He's tied 6th right now for goals with 5 goals. Sene Lamens, our new goalkeeper, sensational. He's played 7 games so far. 4 wins, 2 draws, 1 loss. Clean sheets sometimes. And the real star, our captain, Bruno Miguel Borges Fernandes, leads the league in assists with 5 assists and leads in chances created with 31.
Now look. Optimistic, happy. What about you? You're at the top too. We'll go straight to you.
I'm
with
happy.
Chelsea, you might not be wearing a jersey. Aidan's not wearing his team's jersey, but he's wearing a jersey, so questionable, but fine.
Okay, Chelsea's having a good season. They're 3rd right now. They beat Liverpool, who won last year, so that's good for them. And they just tied with Arsenal on Sunday. And their best player right now, Caicedo, was sent off like 30 minutes in, so they that was a good looks for them. Like they tied with their best player off. And then Champions League, they just beat Barca 3-0. And Cucurella lockdown defense on Yamal.
You know
so
what? I don't
good
like
for him.
what a ratty individual Marc Cucurella is.
Yes.
But what about you? You have an anchor tied to your feet, Mr. Wolverhampton Wanderers fan.
We've had an anchor tied to our feet for the entire year because we haven't won a game. We've changed the manager. Nope, that didn't work. We're just not good this year.
What would you do? Just sack off the season?
Yeah, honestly, I'm just hoping we don't get relegated, but we definitely are.
You probably are.
We're 100% getting relegated.
You probably are, and you probably not. You bring up a good point. Ellie brought it up before this.
Yeah,
you're gonna have
the Derby
seat.
County. I don't want to
Less
talk
points than
about
them?
that.
You gonna?
Probably. We snake this year.
Wow, very. You know what? At least.
But hopefully we won't.
At least you're a realist.
Yeah.
And then it comes back to me. We're not. Below the bottom 3. We're not in trouble. We're not in trouble. But you know what? I'm forever blowing bubbles no matter how bad we're playing. West Ham, Lucas Paqueta, put the tweet up. Absolutely ridiculous. Look, he's frustrated. I get it. He was mistreated by the FA. I get it. But keep your head. He needs a mental health break, like I do from school. But he just needs to figure it out. Needs to get it together and act like a Premier League player. He's talented. He was in the Brazil squad. He scored in the World Cup, and now he does this. But hey, I have a comment for the man sitting to my left. You went 1-0 up against West Ham with $300 million squad in transfers. And then he parked the bus. Arne Slot, put him up. He should be sacked. Look, that is a lazy game. They played terribly against the West Ham squad. They should have been 3-0. Yes, Henry?
I have another thing to add to that. 300 million spent, and that's pounds too. So USD, it's up. But also,
Thank you.
Who
Mr.
won the Premier League last year? Liverpool.
Liverpool, yeah.
Liverpool.
Liverpool did win the league last year.
I think that speaks numbers. Great job, West Ham. Great job.
Don't shake my hand too hard. I might have injured it before the show. But yeah, the Premier League season is one of those things that every season it's different. You see transfers in and transfers out. And I kind of wish that that West Ham was higher up, but Nuno Espirito Santos, bad manager. So that's all for us, though. We'll go straight to a commercial break and be right back.